Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. So today I'm going to be doing something that I absolutely love to do. So if you follow me on Instagram, you probably know that I spend most of my time cooking. I'm always experimenting with food. So today I'm going to be making a seafood boil. So I went out this morning and I went out and bought like all my ingredients. So I want to show you guys what ingredients I have. So I've got my mussels. I've just cleaned them up. I actually just got lazy because they're still, I was just cleaning them up and I just need to finish cleaning the other ones up. But yeah, so I've got some mussels, I've got some lobster tails, my favorites. I've got some chorizo sausage. So I've got some chorizo, I've got some eggs. I should have probably worn a better top. And I've got my banana prawns in here. And then I have some potatoes, just some small baby potatoes. That's what we're gonna use. And I've got just some corn. And I also have some oysters. So there we go. Just some yummy fresh oysters. I've just washed my prawns and I was just in the middle of washing my mussels. They're a bit annoying to wash because obviously they do have a lot of debris, which is quite frustrating. So at the moment, all I do, so I know you're supposed to use like a little brush, but I don't have any. So what I'm doing is I'm just snapping like the seaweed out just like that, and then I'll just clean up the ends. So in my water, just to clean it up, I just had a bit of water and a little bit, well, not a bit of water, plenty of water, and I also had some vinegar and just lemon. I don't know what that does, but I just, because I normally use lemon or vinegar to clean things anyway, like when I'm washing chicken, so I just thought that should probably do it. A seafood boil should take anything between 20 to 30 minutes, depending on what you've got in the boil, but it should really take about 20 to 30 minutes. All my mussels are pretty much done, so I've cleaned up all my mussels. So now I'm just going to prep everything that I need, and I'm going to show you guys the process of actually making it. So I pretty much make it in a really big pot. You obviously want to make sure you've got a big pot just because you've got quite a few things. I'm going to chop my corn, chop my potatoes, and then just get everything prepped up. Okay, so now I'm not the only one who needs to grab something to sip on. I was having some iced tea, and I know I'm not the only one who needs a song and a playlist to cook. Yeah, I was dancing to Jah Prayzah. My dad was looking at me like, sis, I don't know what you're doing, but you can dance. So these are pretty much all the stuff that I'm going to be using. I feel like I already showed you guys this already, so nothing much to see here. But yeah, these are pretty much all the ingredients that I'm going to be using to make the seafood boil. So now I'm just washing up the prawns. I never use unpeeled prawns. I don't know why I decided to do that today, because I couldn't find the crabs. So I just thought maybe if I did the unpeeled prawns, it'd be cool, but I did not like it. It was gross. Didn't like it. So yeah, I'll probably say that you guys should use already peeled prawns. So this is me struggling with the corn. It was just hard to cut through, and excuse my mother, I don't know what she was doing. Sis was actually going off at me at this point for buying seafood. She was like, why are you spending all your money on seafood? And I was like, because I want to eat seafood. Anyway, so these are pretty much the cut up pieces that I'm going to start with, which is the potato and the corn. So obviously potato takes a bit longer to start with, so that's what I started with. So this is me putting some, I was about to say margarine, but it's not margarine, it's unsalted butter, so into boiling water, and I'm just going to add some chicken stock because I don't know, I just love, if you've watched my videos, you know I use chicken stock for everything, child. So I'm just putting in some paprika just for that spice, because I always love some spices, and I'm just going to stir that together. So now I'm just going to go in and add some garlic because I love garlic, and then I'm also going to add some red onions because onions always make your food a bit more flavorful, and I just love onions. I feel like they're one of the best things in life. So now I'm going to add some lemons. I'm also going to add that corn and that potato, and I'm just going to let that simmer for about 5 minutes before I add anything else. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some bay leaves. I should have crushed these, but to be honest, could not be bothered, so I just chucked them in there. It's already looking really good. So now I'm going to go and add all the other seafood. I'm going to start with the prawns, then I'm going to put the lobster tails. When I put the lobster tails into there, and then let that simmer for another 5 minutes before I add the mussels. Okay, so for now, for my favorite part, I've just added some unsalted butter and just letting that heat up. So I'm going to start adding some spices. I am going to be adding some chicken stock as per usual. I'm also going to add some parsley with some basil, with some paprika, with some chili, and I'm going to mix that together, really stir that really well. You kind of have to be putting the stove on and off with this one, just because you don't want it to bend, especially because it's all that chili. You don't want to be choking out, mate. So I'm adding more chili because I want mine to be super spicy. I'm also adding a bit more garlic, and I am going to add the sauce. Now I'm not even gonna try. I can't pronounce the sauce. It's sauce. That's what it is. That's what I call it. Okay. So once I finish adding the sauce, I'm just going to keep on stirring, and now I'm going to also add the mussels into the pot, and I'm also going to add the sausage just because it is a bit tough, but I also don't want it to overcook. So I'm just going to add the chorizo, and I'm just going to let that all simmer together, and I'm going to close the pot as well just to get that to simmer. So I'm going to let that sit for about another 10 minutes before I add more stuff. Back to the sauce, we're going to add some lemon juice. Okay, so now I've just added a little bit of parsley on top of that seafood boil just to let it, you know, look nice and spicy and whatever. So I'm taking off the saucepan as well because it's all ready, and I chucked in some lemons just to get that juices flowing, get those juices flowing. So pretty much it's all done. This took about 30 minutes. Do you see this? Do you see this? Call your cousins, call your relatives, come and gather them around. Look at this. Look at how it is served. This is how you serve like a Proverbs 21. Are you joking? Proverbs 99. Give me my crown. Give me my flowers while I'm still alive. What you talking about? Anyway, so this is the seafood boil, guys. So this is the seafood boil, guys. So after I served it, I gave some to my family, and then I went and sat down in my studio. Oh god. And I went and sat down in the studio, and I was enjoying myself while watching How to Get Away with Murder. It was actually really nice. I really enjoyed it. My sauce was not as spicy as the last one that I made. I think the last one that I made a month ago had a lot of zest. See how I'm struggling? Oh, did you guys see that? Did you see how I'm struggling with the prawns? I felt so disgusted. Look at me. Look at me. Honestly, I kept on thinking that I was gonna eat an eye or something. I just don't like unpeeled prawns. Never gonna do that again. It didn't make me, yeah. I mean, I still enjoyed my meal, but I did not enjoy eating the prawns. Definitely did not enjoy that. But anyways, I hope you guys do have a beautiful day. I wanted to. So about this time, I decided I was going to do like a chit chat and then add that to this, but I realized how messy the eating was. So I was like, yeah, no, we're not going to do that. we ain't going to do that. We ain't going to do that. But yeah, this was just me. I just had a bit of fun. I was listening to music, chilling out by myself, eating my seafood boil. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys always tuning in to my videos. Yeah,